Hello, and welcome back. I haven't been on for the past week. Do apologize. I've been sick, and I didn't think it would be appropriate to snivel and dribble all over the place. And yeah, I was looking through the comments yesterday, and someone said about how to fix the series affair, which is what mission I'm doing now. And yeah, apparently I missed something with a door. But yeah, as I was looking around for the door as a test, so I'm not just walking around crazily, I found Smiley dead. I don't know how he died. As soon as the last video ended, I quit and started looking at YouTube to figure things out. I don't remember him dying, so I'm just gonna examine his dead body to make sure that everything's okay. Well, I know he's dead, but you closely examine the body to get a better idea of what happened. Washing up after such grisly work is recommended. I have no idea how he died. I'm curious. Maybe Smiley is certainly dead, but she's a little slight. What? Oh my goodness! Like, does that actually interfere with the fact he died? Jesus. Okay. Hold up. Cocoons sob quietly, moves about attractive women. No, there's nothing. Oh my goodness. Uh, okay. No one knows how he died. But Justin Simon is just sitting on top of his dead body. He used strange intercom there. Okay, this is the door that I was told to go. I'm just gonna ignore him. Actually, let's see what stuff he's got. I don't need to pry open. I can just hack it. There we go. I love hacking. There we go. Let's see. Can I do the same with this one? No, this one's unlocked anyway. Huh? You got another tape. Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, this is mine. This is my pants. Okay, he's just got drinks and stuff. And this one. What's this? This one's nothing. But yeah, I actually looked at a good video the other day about how better to manage inventory. And basically, I was told to carry the crate. Because it's basically like a briefcase. So, can I put it on my back as well? No, didn't think I could. Okay, let's strip you actually. Well, he's not going to need his stuff, is he? Oh, maybe I can check his thingy. Oh yeah, what was my code for 7412? Okay, just in case the PDA is going crazy again. Unlock PDA. See what you got. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he's died. Okay, let's check the files. Okay. Okay, contacts. Oh no, don't read all that yet. Death of a legend. A tabloid obituary sensationalizing the life of a famous local lounge singer, Black Orchid. Remote control. What? An image of a cat sitting slouched with a paw on a TV remote. I love puns. Roster PMC. A detailed. Wait, what's this? This is probably what I need, right? Hold up. A detailed list of participants in one of the ardent PMC basing out the ring station in this series. Ring station in this series in the belt. Ring station Kwanzan. Oh, I need to really. Oh dear. I can text that later. Sorry about that. Ring Station Kwanzan is a large centrifugal habitat near Ceres space and the administrative center of the coalition of the Ceres resource extraction. Its sphere of influence includes Calico City, a settlement on Ceres' surface. The CCRE maintains the belt's mining operations. Its member entities being the 30 largest mining corporations in the region. Smaller corporations must apply for associate status, approved on a case-by-case basis. Okay. So maybe it's not... I mean, it's still a history, I guess. We're gonna probably be heading there anyway. Ring Station history. Oh, this is gonna be a long read. I hope you don't mind, lore. Ring Station was constructed in 2029 by Ceres Resource Extraction, an early space mining corporation established before the modern spaceflight, which at the time was considered wholly speculative. However, as China and the United States' successes on Mars and Titan changed public opinion on the future of humanity, in space, there became the perception that private exploitation of the untapped resources in the solar system would follow. With the advantage of seeming established, the CERE was able to finance the construction of Ring Station. Oh dear. I lost myself. Ring Station. A long-standing public misconception that an asteroid's wealth of platinum would crash Earth's market price for it was realized in 2032, albeit with the minor details change when the first CRE shipment caused a market panic over the nickel and cobalt. The CRE was abruptly forced out of business by a cartel of its competitors in 2037, who coveted the resources of Ceres and resented the CRE's success. In one of the first recorded acts of space piracy. Oh, this is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about my nose. First recorded acts of space piracy. The mining cartel seized Ring Station, as well as several of its ships. For the CRE, whose entire value lay in those assets, this was a devastating blow. The cartel renamed itself the CCRE, or the Coalition of Ceres Resource Extraction, and renegotiated contracts with the former CRE. Oh my goodness. Former CRE employees remaining on the Ring Station. Perhaps aware of its own tactics being used against it, the CCRE began hiring private military companies to guard Ceres and Ceresian ships, a practice it continues to the current day. Oh, I can just drag it like this. Oh my goodness, I did not know that. In the 40s and 50s, the CCRE turned some of the manufacturing capacity of Ring Station towards building its own replacement, as the outdated habitat was becoming unsafe and prone to leaks. The second Ring Station was built around the first, and is approximately 1/3 larger in diameter. It was designed by architect Gideon Pruitt to represent the efficiency and professionalism of the CCRE. The bright white color shape and the cartel's reputation for creating wealth led to the new station's often derisive nickname, the Mint. Several Ring Station-based PMCs were hired by Jovian Corporation to retake Ganymede during the Ganymede coup. In part of this, and the suspicion that Jovian and Belt centers of capital would naturally be sympathetic. Tensions between the Galilean Confederacy and Ring Station have grown pronounced in the decades following the coup. Furthermore, both entities consider each other to be the proxy of a larger, distant powers, the Confederacy of the interest of Titan, and the CCRE for the interest of Mars, i.e. Tharsis and Hangzhou. Oh, I need to remember the pause. Smoking banter. Okay, we can deal with you later, Justin Simon. Wait, Justin, he's on the ship anyway. Yeah, so after this, I'll check it out. Statistics. Government, corporate oligarchy, head of state, speaker, Qingwei Wei, sovereignty, independent, location near Ceres space, established 2029, major ports Zhonghuamen terminal, Gate of China, The Ring, Port, Mojave, Calico City. So yeah, pretty much where the thingy was going. So yeah. Industries, mining, smelting, metallurgy, ore refinement, currency, X, and Y. Would we need to convert the currencies back in in different places? That'd be cool. Languages: Mandarin, English, Tagalog, Arabic. What's Tagalog? I never heard of that one. Religions: Buddhism, Christianity, atheism, and Islam. Okay, well, done that one. The CCRE is an oligarchy of the 30 biggest regional corporations. This status is determined by the CRE's Bureau of Business Valuation, one of its few independent branches of government. The 30 each choose a delegate to represent their interests in the coalition. The delegates elect the speaker for the coalition and negotiate and debate coalition policy, which, in theory, should benefit all the participants equally, or at least in aggregate preference none. Votes are typically blind, and the sessions are in camera. In practice, this means that the informal deals, voting blocks, and trading favours are commonplace in the coalition government. So it's just Calico City. Oh, this is going to be another long one. Calico City is a settlement on and under the surface of Ceres. Though it lies within coalition territory, Calico City officially exists in classical anarchy, lacking representation within the coalition, a government of its own, a constitution, official laws, and legitimate civilian police force. Attempts by Calico citizens to organize politically are prevented by the coalition through its union busters and organized violence or rioting. I do apologize, honestly. I'm not sure how this is picking up on my camera. Mic? Camera mic? No, I don't have a camera. Anyway, attempts by Calico citizens to organize politically are prevented by the coalition through its union busters, and organized violence or rioting is stopped by coalition marines. Power and authority tend to concentrate in large, wealthy families. These families operate in a form of modern tribalism, which shares similarities with the mafias, corporations, and aristocracies. I don't think I can ever pronounce it. Aristocracies. Crasses? At its inception, Calico City was likened to a frontier town of the Old West, set within the mining shaft of the Old West. Today, though the frontier element remains in spirit, the settlement's physical and social growth has made the comparison awkward. In short, Calico's prolonged arrested development by the coalition has led to many of the tools of society and the government to become second nature, ingrained within its citizens. Successful citizens of Calico are considered highly emotionally and socially aware, with a good memory for people and faces, as offending the wrong family of Calico can have disastrous repercussions. Off-world visitors to Calico tend to find the elaborate, unspoken social mores of Calico difficult to navigate, especially around topics like courtship, obligation, or promises, which are practically sacred. Perhaps ironically, though, the coalition's intent was to keep Calico in a state which would favour the production of cheap labour for its mines. Using Calicoians has become markedly more expensive, along with their cultural evolution thanks to their unique requirements and frequent difficulties in foreign environments. Okay. So that's that. I think I should have done that. Use PDA. Okay. UFO sightings. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is... Oh, okay, I'm not gonna read this one. Okay, next time I go to the station, I'll do that. I'll pick this up though. No, right now, let's use the strange intercom. Meet Isambard Cruz. This is definitely the address Smiley gave you. A hole in the ship wall with a sturdy door bolted on. Who exactly has he sent you to meet? You hit the buzzer. A moment's pause before a woman's voice replies. Yes? Surely, clipped, not entirely hostile. Smiley sent me, you say. If that's his name. I found a videotape. You've seen these before? Hold it up to the camera. You angle the inhalant's label towards the tiny red bulb. Another moment as your offering is considered by the disembodied woman. The door unlocks with a loud kachak. Enter. Go inside. Okay. Isambard Cruz puts you in mind of a school teacher you had on arithmetic. Arithmetic. Oh my goodness. Arithmetic disc 2. Tall, old, a bit too thin, a speaking voice so soft as to enchant and annoy you. She turns the videotape over in her hands like a fossil. Yes? She mutters. Without breaking her concentration, she beckons you closer. She indicates with her pinky. You know VHS, yes? Here and here. Fake studs, not real, huh? Real. Okay, I found that quite funny. The homophones bounce off your skull. She looks up and scowls. Fake. Why would someone make a fake videotape, you ask? Cruz snorts. Earth freaks. Fetishists. They love car dice and... I love New York bullcap. They pay for it. Paid for it. The Earth's... the past. Market's dying. She sniffs again. Oh my goodness. My nose. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Good riddance. She was probably old enough to have come from Earth, you guess. She doesn't miss it. So what's on the tape? You reach for it, but she turns. She turns. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. She turns. Sorry. So what's on the tape? You reach for it, but she turns and shovels deeper into her shop. I want to play it. You follow her, breathing in a mix of machine oil and incense. You trip over a cat, which hisses at you before returning to its idle animation. When you catch up to her, she has the shell open on a workbench. She holds up a segment of tape to a single powerful bulb. There's something, she mutters, old eyes you can't see. You look. She bids you to take the film. You hold it to your face, turning it this way and that. She continues to herself. Real tape, magnetic. Chimes sound from the corner, turning in front of the desktop fan. The cat meows. The fakes have film, like what you see. The image resolves in a rush. A white gold humanoid, the sarcophagus of a miniature. The suggestion is so bracingly evil, you lurch as if from the electric shock. Cruz laughs softly. Yes, she said. It's never good. Watch her work. She collects the offending strip of tape from you and shuffles over to another machine. She click-clacks on its oversized keypad. The machine, a gunmetal grey box with an LED readout canted toward her, whines to life. She holds up on one end of the lengthy tape to you, as if you have any idea what she's doing and are keen to follow along, and inserts it into an aperture at the top of the machine. The machine's whine crescendos and deeper grinding thrums through the floor. Is she destroying it? She senses your distress. Digitization, she says happily, stumbling a little over the English word. With one hand she feeds in the tape, the sound oscillating back and forth. Cameras inside, she says, running a pinky along one edge and blades. Film goes chop 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 poof. All the little pieces tracked by little lasers. We get a perfect copy at the end. You can't just photograph it? The machine screams. Isambard shakes her head. That way is not perfect. This way it will live forever in the cloud. It only takes a minute to digitize the rest. You hold a hand out to the pet wear cat. She regards it dutifully. How old is she? 6 months past warranty, says Isambard, just like me. And she laughs herself silly. The machine sounds cease. Just as quickly she's handing you a data card, and inexorably chivying and inexorably shoving you out of the way you came in. Don't you want to see what's on it? You ask. God in heaven, no, she replies and shuts the door in your face. You leave, eager. Oh my goodness, he's dead! You leave, eager to get the digitized tape to Smiley. Oh my goodness, it is screwed. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Okay. Smiley flags you down. Come in, he says. The gang is all here. He ushers you inside. Follow him inside. The dorm is full of an electric heat, and at least a dozen people. The AC is cracking along in double time. You're crowded in the moment you enter by fans eager to see the tape. Holy shit, it's the newbie. Do you have it? What's on it? Smiley cuts through the crowd and drags you center stage. Back off. This is the person of the hour. Let him breathe. The simple act of passing off the drive with the video on its takes on an unavoidable level of ceremony. A satisfied hush sweeps through the club as Smiley slots the drive into his PDA. He navigates the file and hovers over on its selection. Before we begin, he says, libations. You notice that the most of the group have e-cigs and hand-rolled cigarettes close by. Now they all have one and smoke eagerly away. A tall man you'd hazard a guess is Abacho hands you a little black weed pen. Trust me, he says. This is once in a lifetime. What's in it? You ask. Marijuana, he says and winks. Yeah, let's do it. You shrug and take a hit on the pen. You expect a cough, but it's incredibly smooth. The taste is sweet, nothing like the harsh green bite of MJ. You cough anyway, as an experiment. Look between the pen and Abacho. There's no way in hell this is weed. What is it really? It's homegrown, he insists. It tastes better, doesn't it? You flick the pen back. It oscillates over to him. It should taste like weed, if that's what it is. Stay away from me, Ben. What have I done? What have you done to me? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my knees. Watch the tape. The player begins. Nothing at first. Smiley looks at you, suddenly, nervous as if you messed something up. Come to me, says a voice. The room jumps, someone yelps, and another laughs at their fright. Who said that? Says one of the mollies, and everyone shushes her. Come to me, says the voice. Androgynous, toneless, soft, but resonant in this small space. At the corners of the image, arcs of white appear. You're looking into the black sun as you drift away. Come to me, he says. It says. Rule of 3, says someone unknowingly. Yeah, I'll be right there, says another. The player pauses. Everyone yells at Smiley, his hand on the PDA. He raises a hand for calm. No more talking. This is the first watch. No talking. The room calms. Molly Lou looks as if she's seen a ghost. Abacho struggles to keep his eyes open as he hits the pen for the umpteenth time. Smiley presses play. For many peoples, these were the first gods and the greatest of the deities, the king of all gods, Jupiter. The footage is being filmed surreptitiously at someone's desk, looking down at the amphitheater onto a lecture in mid-ramble. It cut. A garland of white flowers linked to it with a gold lace is laid upon a dark-haired youth. An unseen voice asks a question, and the youth replies. Blocky yellow subtitles translate it from Russian, or a similar Slavic tongue. Subtitles. How are you feeling? I'm okay. The youth smiles. Her eyes are bright gold. Cut. What is the Vestal Virgins? They were sacrificed. A student close by lowers his hand, looking smug. They were killed for a crime, capital punishment. Very common, still practiced today. Human sacrifice is a colonial invention, says the lecturer. Liable by conquistadors to justify the invasion. You can do anything to someone you believe is demonic. Cut. A low voice drones. The garlanded youth floats down a steel accessway, white tassels streaming behind her. Men and women in conventional pressure suits follow and precede her. Some kind of honor guard. The suits are adorned with colourful patchwork heraldry, strong reds and blues. A second voice, then a third, joins the droning imperfect fifths. More voices begin a contrapuntal melody. The melody is full of vibrato, verging on quarter tones. It must be a folk tradition, though one you've not heard. They pass through a bulkhead into a wide cargo hold. The youth dives into it, the honor guard fan behind her, around her, singing. On the other side of the hold, the sarcophagus. Cut. The dialogue continues. It wasn't, but wasn't human sacrifice witnessed by the colonist? How is it liable if it actually happened? The scholarship is shockingly poor on the subject. The lecturer is replaced by an upside-down view of the documentarian's face right up his nostrils. He's a young Chinese or Malaysian man, and he scratches his nose, bored. I think it's more likely they witnessed cultural practices alien to them, which they misinterpreted in a way convenient to them. Cut. The singing has stopped, save for one voice who carries the melody as the youth floats into this open sarcophagus. She climbs inside, a solemn expression on her face. The singer closes the lid. Surrounding the sarcophagus is a network of coiled tubing and steel cylinders. The honor guard gather at the central console, all except the singer, who kneels at the side of the sarcophagus. Pneumatic hissing from the cylinders, the singer halts his song and taps twice on the lid. A singular dull thud comes from the inside. The singer flashes the thumbs up to those at the console. In unison, they break back into song. Once again, the playback pauses, cutting the singing short. The uproar from the club is more venomous, but once again, Smiley calls her quiet, waving urgency. Listen, can you hear that? Listen. Far in the distance, a plaintive voice cries, Zhao? Where are you? Zhao? It's a cry well known on K-Leg. Less common, maybe on the flotilla. Ayusek are inbound. It's a sweep. The room explodes into chaos. A handful run for the door. Whether or not they come for this group, it's best not to stick around and find out. You've got maybe 30 seconds to act. Oh my goodness, this has happened in real life. What should we do? What should we do? Make a break for it? No. No. If we're lucky. Look for Smiley? No. Look for another skip. Let's finish the tape. Let's do it. We've come this far. Smiley's gone from his customary position at the PDA. You hit play, heedless of the confusion around you. The singing returns in full force, a warm counterpoint to the impeding threat. The timeline preview shows the honor guard milling around without change, so you track forward a couple of times. Oh. Check a couple of times, look for anything stand out. The singing cuts and chops sharply. There. Okay, I'm back. There. Wait. You track forward a couple of times, looking for anything to stand out. The singing cuts and chops sharply. There, a flicker. You scrub back. The audio is overwhelmed with static, and in a heartbeat, the sarcophagus goes from an inert to a brighter than the sun, whiting out the screen. What the fuck? Says someone in the room, either following the video or unprepared for the blinding light, or at the sudden burst of gunfire. This is Ayosma Security, says an amplified voice outside. This is a routine zoning compliance sweep. Present your identity papers and residential license. Show us empty hands or be shot on sight. You scrub to the end of the video. The honor guard cheer, hug each other, weeping for joy. The sarcophagus is open and the youth is nowhere to be seen. Look for another escape. The flotilla ships have been victims of idiosyncratic retrofitting since day one. There's bound to be another way out. Taking stock of the room, Smiley is nowhere to be found. There's a press at the door as several try to exit at once. Abacho stands nervously against one wall. He waves at you. You bound across the low common area, almost colliding with Molly Lou as she emerges from the kitchenette with a sawn-off fletchet gun. You give her a wide berth. She cocks the gun, mouth set, and heads for the exit too. Oh my goodness. You reach Abacho at speed, bouncing off the wall. He catches you. In here, he says. Go inside. It's a bunk room where 3 others from the club are waiting nervously. 2 walls of the cramped bunk room are inset bunks, stacked four high. The far wall is festooned in holdout storage blocks, all closed. One was covered by a hang-in-there poster showing a muscly Betware cat doing pull-ups on an iron bar. Abacha rips it down to reveal an exposed vent shaft. There's a safe house. Go 1 left, 50 meters. 2 rights, then 1 left. Got that? There's a harried chorus of assessment. Good enough. Get in. The remnant of the AV club wedge themselves into the vent. When it's your turn, Abacho steps between you and the hull. 1 moment. This is important. He searches your eyes. Unbidden, you stare back into his. Is it your imagination or are they tinged with flecks of gold? He nods, satisfied. I had to know. Smiley vouched for you, but he's gone. He might be a rat, I don't know, but you're good. IOSEC is coming for you? He shrugs. It doesn't matter. Sooner or later, something was coming. He lays down on the floor, hands over his head. Get out of here. I'm the legal resident. They might just let me live. With one last look of a prostrated man, you climb into the vent. Climb through the vents. It's slow going. The vent network is almost inhumanly tight, and everyone grows familiar with accidental kicks in the face. Abacho's directions are superfluous, as his route is also the only one you're able to fit through. In the meantime, you have plenty to listen to. The metal underneath resonates with boots thumping, screams, and sporadic gunfire. Your fingers slip on the surface as your sweat forms greasy layers upon your upper body. Everyone freezes as you crawl past a dorm room, the grill allowing stilts of light, which invaded by security. The officers storm the room, round up residents, and cable tie their hands. There's little you can do beside the wait, desperately afraid to make a sound. One of the younger, sprier captives tries to make a break for it when he sees an opening, but a taser catches him in the spine before he makes it to the door. Then there's a rigmarole of theatre, as the individuals have their IDs scanned, which are invariably found wanting, and are packed into cubes aboard the skiff idling in the passageway. Keep on toward the safe house. Oh my goodness. And after an indeterminate length of crawling, you hear a dreaded noise that wakes you from the monotony. Down the length of shaft behind you, a horrible whining. Wasps, you mutter. Nonplussed. Wasps, you yell again to those ahead of you and push heavily on their boots. Wasps! Wasps! Shout those in front, taking up the cry, and suddenly silence is forgotten. You're racing hand over hand as fast as you can. There's little use. The first bogey zips past you, seeking the head of your formation. You catch a glimpse of it, an evil little bug with a needle-fine proboscis, the latest in AO6's anti-compliance toolkit. The air wing descends upon you, an uncountable number of swarm. You writhe, desperately shucking off the needles, scabbing against your clothes and skin. The first needle finds purchase in your left shoulder blade, a horrible pinprick of pain. and an ocean of blissful numbing calm overwhelms your body. The wasp falls from your back, dead, its payload delivered. In eerie unison, the swarm moves past you, seeking the next victim. But as a bad stick just beside the bone, you can still move, groggy. You watch as a woman in front of you is stung and goes limp. Drag her with you. The simplicity of the objective locks in. Each step arrives to you as a lucid, concrete action, activating a survival routine in your mushy consciousness never fully knows. Push feet aside, wriggle until parallel, hook arm under arm. Use other arm to pull. Use pulling arm to prevent crash anyway. Recover, barely repeat. Memory ceases recording. The body remains in motion. A kaleidoscope of vents and fans, bodies split and reforms. The black-white orb from videotape 3 takes up residence inside your eyelids, surfing along the novel circuitries of serotonin. Come to me, it says. The girl inside the sarcophagus, voices join in sweet harmony. Come to me. I said I would, you mutter. You feel your hands waving, trying to swim. You don't have to repeat it. I'll see you soon. Wake up. I can't move, you say. Your eyes are closed. You are strapped to the wall, says a man's voice, because you're still asleep. With effort, you open your eyes. You're in a sleeping strap on the wall of a hard plastic blister. Half a dozen people are with you in a tiny space, trying to stick to its surface. To either side, sleepers are strapped against the wall, including women you saved. You rest your head. Your heart swells. Wait until it's safe. You pass in and out of sleep. The other occupants in the safe house grow less agitated each time you wake, and the sounds from the rest of the flotilla less distressing. In time, you regain most of your motor functions. Soon enough, you're able to leave the safe house in ones and twos. You leave with the women you save, Molly Alade, whom the AV Club has dubbed Molly too. You rejoin the flow of foot traffic on flotilla. Is depressed, deflated. Emergency crews are at work on every other bulkhead, and battered-looking people wander aimlessly and weep in the street. The time comes for you to part ways to your ship. She to a shift on the station. An uncomfortable vision passes between you. Thank you, she says at last, for what you did. You demur as best as you can. She ignores your words. Listen, the scholar, the lecturer on the tapes. His name is Benjamin Chung. Some of us are starting to think he is the key to all this. We found his home out in Ceres, Ring Station, BCRS, Old District, North Side. What can I possibly do, you ask? Find him. Ask about the tapes, she says. I've been having dreams. All this will come to an end. She looks into your eyes, suddenly intense. Spend your final days wisely. Make them count. You have to bite your tongue as she, having said this, leaves for work. Good Lord. Good Lord, what is happening? What are these tapes now? Apparently some sort of cult is, Ask about Benjamin Chung. Who's this? I'm asking the pressure suit about Benjamin Chung. Okay. Do you think the pressure suit knows? You have entered the wilderness of mirrors. What? The deeper I go into this, the more questions I have. Am I in pain or what? Okay, Justin Simon. Banter about smokes. Justin raised the age-old space of debate over the best brands of smoke, Viceroys or Damask Rose. I prefer Damask Rose, basically got the name. You extolled adjacent to of this most. Smoke a rose, drift away. Justin smiles warmly and show him your preference is the right one. Smoke a rose. Reminisce. Ask about Benjamin Chung and Gao Khan. Justin gives you a subtle look and says to follow them to Valentine and wait further contact. Ah, this is all looking very weird, man. What's this? Oh, okay, that's just. Oh my goodness, I don't know what we're doing. What's happening? Exposed water pipes from the recycling plant run over to your head, humming and sloshing. You laugh, inaudible to anyone but you. Such is the power of the noise. This is the fountain. A very large section of the ring. Wait, I'm not even on the ring. I'm on this flotilla. And the closest thing to a public space on the station. Benches and standing rocks suggest a landscape garden along with a few odd planters. The benches are full of couples enjoying discreet conversation. Up the curve of the ring, jogging towards you, there is a squad of Coalition Marines on the first shift PT. Your roving gaze lands on someone staring at you. Red Cheongsam, Afro-Asian. They make a gesture, thumb and forefinger, in a circle around the eye. Sorry, I was just trying to mimic that. Thumb and forefinger in a circle around the eye. You repeat it. The hand falls gracefully, palm out. An invitation. You fall into step beside them. Sandalwood scent, you think, and self-consciously you try to remember the last time you had such a luxury for yourself. They have enough makeup on that. Maybe they don't have any at all. Maybe they just have a lucky complexion. Question mark, you say. Your voice lost to the water overhead. Did you kill What, Benjing is dead? They don't look at you as they reply. I sincerely hope not. They say, the accent is of all things American, complete with vocal fry. That's answering for my employer, right? I was in bed 40 minutes ago. You hope not? Lower your voice, they say steadily. Even here, if you get out of hand, I have to get my security involved or risk my cover. A smile plays on the corner of their mouth. Understood? With a glance over your shoulder, you get the sense that someone of far greater mass than either of you is keeping a respectful but fixed distance. Understood. Sure. You reply, trying to match their tone. And you understand this. You tell me what's going on. Or I'm going to act like an unstable space captain who's just lost a passenger. They stop to admire a particularly interesting rock on a solid white display plinth. You stare at their profile until they nod, acquiescing. Then you look at the rock too. We're clear, Captain, and believe me, I would love to tell you what I know, but first, I have to know where you stand, sir. Express loyalty to Xinhua. Express ambivalence to proxy powers. Expressed loyal to Galcon and Titan. I don't know what's happening. But I did read something about Galcon and stuff, so I don't know if it's gonna be full loyalty, but let's try it. Oh dear. Okay, do I do another one? Was that the wrong choice? Follow the fountain district. Let's say ambivalence. Okay, express loyalty to Xinhui. Okay, I don't understand. Okay, so okay, Where is the series affair? Okay, I need to find this Bing tune. And a CRBS, right? BCRS. Is that right? Maybe that's where I need to go. 220,000 just to get that. Jesus. Okay, oh no, it's Zongoman. Still 220,000, Jesus. Okay, I think we just need to have to leave it there for a bit. Okay, let's just quickly. I'm gonna make a note of that because knowing me. Okay, we found Isambard. I guess we don't. Well, we didn't really find it physically, but we. Benjamin June on BCRS. We can either get a pass there, but we need 220,000, which I think we can sort that out. But for now, I think we're gonna leave it there for a bit. Yeah. I don't know how Smiley died. I guess we'll never know. His barefoot is fireproof. It's fireproof. Really? But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll figure out this whole series affair, conflict, oh, this weird conspiracy. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I get better soon. Cheerio.